Jason bought his first house at 28, not because it was a brilliant financial move, but because that's what everyone told him he should do. He had saved $42,000 for a down payment. Rent felt like wasted money, and his parents kept reminding him that owning a home meant building equity. So when he found a $420,000 house in a Denver suburb, he jumped in. He put 10% down and financed the rest at 6.8%. His monthly mortgage came out to $2,470. Add property taxes, insurance, and HOA fees, and his total housing cost rose to $3,285 per month. Before buying, Jason was renting a nice two-bedroom apartment closer to work for $1,900 a month. But Jason never compared the numbers. He just accepted the common belief: renting is throwing money away, owning builds wealth. 4 years later, Jason has spent roughly $157,000 on housing. His home is now worth about $445,000, and his remaining mortgage balance is $352,000, giving him about $93,000 in equity on paper. Here's what Jason never calculated. If he had kept renting and invested the $1,385 monthly difference into a basic index fund earning 8%, he'd have around $81,000 today. If he had also invested his original $42,000 down payment, it would have grown to roughly $57,000. That's a total of $138,000 in liquid wealth. Jason's home equity? $93,000. He's about $45,000 worse off, and his money is locked inside a house he can't access without selling or borrowing. Jason didn't build wealth by buying. He lost it, and still believes he made the smart choice because no one ever showed him the math. The lie we're all told about renting. We're taught that rent is wasted money and mortgages build equity. This idea is so deeply rooted that questioning it feels wrong. But here's the truth. Homeowners also throw money away, just in less obvious ways. Property taxes, maintenance, mortgage interest, opportunity cost of your down payment. These costs don't build equity. They disappear, just like rent. The 5% rule, the real break-even test. The 5% rule captures the true annual cost of owning a home: 1% property taxes, 1% maintenance and repairs, 3% cost of capital, interest or missed investment returns. That's 5% of the home's value every year. Money that does not build wealth. If your annual rent is less than 5% of the home price, renting is financially smarter. If rent exceeds that number, buying might make sense. Example: a $500,000 home yields 5% equals $25,000 per year, or about $2,080 per month. If you can rent a comparable place for less than that, renting wins. Real market examples: San Francisco break-even rent, approximately $5,000. Actual rent, approximately $3,200. Renting is far cheaper. Austin, Texas. Break-even rent, approximately $2,300. Actual rent, approximately $2,100. Renting still wins. Cleveland, Ohio. Break-even rent, approximately $960. Actual rent, approximately $1,200. Buying may actually make sense. The result? In most major cities, renting is financially cheaper than owning, even though people insist otherwise. What about appreciation? Most people assume home prices always rise. They don't. Over the long term, Housing has returned about 1% per year after inflation. Stocks, around 7 to 8% real returns. A $500,000 home might grow to $675,000 over 30 years. That same money invested? Nearly $4 million. Housing feels profitable because people remember nominal prices, not inflation-adjusted returns. When buying does make sense, buying can be a good choice when rent exceeds 5% of the home's price. You'll stay at least 7 to 10 years. You've maxed out tax-advantaged investments. You understand it's a lifestyle decision, not a high-return investment. Owning a home isn't wrong. Believing it automatically builds wealth is. The simple framework: find the realistic home price you'd actually buy. Calculate 5% and divide by 12. Compare it to real rental costs. Consider how long you'll stay. Compare liquid investments versus locked equity. Most people never run this math, and that's why they feel confused or stuck later. Final thought: renting isn't throwing money away. Owning isn't automatically investing. Both are ways to pay for housing. The real question is, which option builds more wealth for your situation? Make the decision with numbers, not narratives. If this changed how you think about renting versus buying, like the video and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.